I had something in mind when I was making this video, but now I can't really remember it. So I'll just keep talking fast and see what comes to mind, and then I'll stop it, and then it'll be over. So there. Yeah. Well, anyhow, recently I've been playing Persona 3 and Grandia 3, and a little bit of that Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo thing from the Street Fighter Anniversary Collection on PlayStation 2. I tried the PlayStation version, which was actually easier, but the PS2 version has much less load time, so it's less painful, I guess. And technically, it's Street Fighter, Super Street Fighter 2 Hyper or something like that, which means you can play against people from all different Street Fighters, like World Warrior against Super or something like that. So it's supposed to be a better game, but it doesn't really matter since I'm playing against the game and not against people. Yeah, so that was just another random rant. By now, everybody knows that Persona 1, which was known as Revelations Persona, is coming out for the PSP, and it's getting a new translation and localization, which should hopefully include everything this time. But since it's on PSP and I don't have a PSP, that really doesn't really help me very much, so it's sort of like a mixed blessing. Yeah, I also have FES physically here, but I haven't started playing it yet because I plan to play with the clear save I get from playing through Persona 3 the first time. And if you ask why I want to play through Persona 3 twice, it's because although there are other games I could play, Persona 3 is actually one that I enjoy, so I can't really say that about most things. Like I tried playing Final Fantasy 7 and that didn't really go well. You guys just got the very little ending after I stopped playing it for a while. So, yeah. I can't even call Final Fantasy. In fact, no, I'm not going to diss Final Fantasy 10 of this. Just let's say that I have no love for that experience or creation at all. But I must say that it looks extremely pretty and it definitely shows off motion blur and full motion video and rumble and just about every other thing that you could do with the PlayStation 2. Pity they did not play it to an actual game. Yeah. Okay. Well, anyhow, my next projects will be more stuff from Persona 3. But before that, I might upload some of the footage from Grandia 3. I was trying to do voiceovers, but I can't really get them done. I mentioned this before because I would need an external mixer or something like that. When I try to record both the microphone and the line input, no matter how low I set the line input or how high I put the microphone, the difference is just too wide. It's like 30 dB or something like that, which is like massive. So I mean, if they were within like even 20 dB of each other, that would be fine. But 30 is like the difference between, it's not technically the difference between a whisper and a shout, but it ends up being that the voice sounds muffled or the music sounds too loud or too low or something. So with an external mixer, I'd be able to control that on the premix by either preamping the microphone or attenuating the line input. But right now I can do neither because I don't have an external mixer, nor do I have a sensible sound card that has sensible options like volume control that really controls the volume instead of just, roughly controlling the volume. Anyhow, the sound card is actually what came with the motherboard. It's this built-in Realtek thing. So I can't say it's a bad thing. It saves me from having to buy a sound card in theory, although I still have to buy one anyway. Yeah. Well, that's another rant altogether. I can get back to that later on. Technical problems are to be expected in the PC world, I suppose. It's not really too much of a problem anyway. For professional recording, you would tend to want professional gear, so I was going to buy an external preamp mixer anyway. But yeah, the shop I asked at was like $500 for a microphone and preamp and slash mixer thing, and I was like, blink, blink. Okay, then I'll go and rob a bank and come back to you. Yeah, well, not really rob a bank, just start a bank. Because in case you didn't know, banks print money. But that's another rant altogether. Okay, well, I think that's about it. I'm feeling a lot better than I did for the last few days. My cold is practically gone. So, hopefully in future vids I'll sound a lot happier. Okay, later.